Welcome to the Honeymoon Mindset podcast. Even with kids, you can have a honeymoon mindset. We are your hosts,
Kimberly Mullen
and James Deppa. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Honeymoon Mindset with Kids. I am James. We will not be joined with Kimberly today. However, I know, sad news. I agree. She's had a lot of difficulties this past week, and tragedies to her family happened. So she needs some time with her family. And I'm going to sort of dedicate this to her and her family, sort of. She thinks, as we know, how passionate her family is. And one thing that's passionate to her, Kimberly and her husband, Matt, is intentional time with family, and intentional time with your kids. That's why she loves the idea of dating your kids. And when you do spend time, spend some intentional time. As she said, Kimberly and her family does travel a lot. They live out of an RV once, and they get to do things and explore. And as you're busy and get going on in life, you start to take things for granted. Your family for granted, your kids for granted. Yes, you're together, you're doing fun stuff together. But are you really enjoying that time? Are you really taking time to stop and learn and talk? That's what she means by intentional family time. Kimberly wants us to sit there and enjoy each other. Talk to each other. Get to learn each other. Learn what you're thinking and feeling. Learn to have fun with each other. Learn how to be upset with each other and deal with each other. That is what's meant by intentional family time. Her husband Matt there for a while, and I'm pretty sure he still does it. He hugs his kids every single day. Because life is too short. Your wife, your kids, your family members, they're very precious to you. I know family can get annoying. They can get irritating, underneath your skin, upsetting. It's a whole lot more than that. You need to be grateful for them. Cherish them. Think of how amazing your life has been because of them. And through intentional time and hugging them every single day makes you even more grateful for your family, your kids, your partner. You wouldn't be where you are today without them. I know some of you are in tough relationships, tough situations, but they've also helped you grow, become strong, become powerful, more powerful than one may realize or think. But they helped you grow and learn. You need to hug your kids, cherish them, treasure them, and don't let them go. We had an episode here, constant change. Life is always constantly changing. And if you're not being that norm for your kids, the steady, the rock, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? How are they going to find that steady, that norm? They're going to go find it somewhere else. And a lot of times when they do find it, it's negative influences. Influence that's going to lead to a very questionable past, potentially. Not all. But even some of my kids, they get so dedicated at something that it becomes a negative reaction or a negative behavior, even though it's positive. You cannot do that. You need to cherish your kids, accept them for who they are. Giving them a hug once a day shows affection, shows you care, you're there for them, you love them, you accept them for who they are, no matter what. You're not labeling them. You're not criticizing them. You're reassuring them that you're there. You're the norm. And no matter what they go through, you're telling your kids through a hug that you're there for them. You will listen, and you accept them and their thoughts. Granted, it's not always going to be easy. You're not going to always agree. It's going to cause an argument. But hugging and showing your kids how much they appreciate you and your partner says a lot. Back in the 70s, Canada did a survey. 7 babies were born, septuplets, I believe they're called. And in this experiment, they didn't do anything but go in and feed these kids. Kept them in separate cribs, nothing. Some of them died. Some grew up with very insecurities and had troubles relating in life because they didn't get that basic need of touch, the basic need of love and affection from somebody. That's what your kids and partner need. And you need it too. What better way to show you love somebody or to receive love is by giving them a simple hug. There has to be no reason, no strings attached, and it's intentional. It's intentional time with your kids and your partner. A simple hug. Plus, your kids need to see you hugging because they learn how to be affectionate the right way. Social media, TV, news media has affection mostly all messed up, screwed up, thinking you have to get something. You're doing it for the wrong reasons, or they put a negative spin on it, and you can't do it, and you can't. It's just wrong. It's taboo, when it's not. When you hug your partner in front of your kids, you're giving those kids security. You're giving those kids love. You're giving those kids respect. You're showing them how to give respect and love in a proper, healthy way. And then when they see it, they also learn the proper, healthy way to show true affection to somebody. And they learn to do it with you and their siblings, if they have any. And the message that you give them, and again, like I said, the love, the affection, the security, the trust is so soothing to kids and who they are, and helps hugging your partner also helps them relax about who they are. It takes away anxiety about, even if you're having financial troubles, even if you and your partner are having struggles about an issue, hugging each other tells them that it's okay. You still love each other. You're still there for each other, and you're not giving up. You're fighting through to the end. What's more important? The argument or that love and dedication that you have to your kids and to your partner? I think it's beautiful. The intentional time that Kimberly and Matt have with their family and with their kids and with each other. And for Matt, for saying, have you hugged your kids today? And being the leader of hugging your kids every single day. It's amazing. I know I didn't do it as a parent when my kids were younger. Now all my kids are older except for one. He's in high school, but he lives 3 hours away. And it's something I've had to learn and struggled with my kids, to tell them I love them, I care about them. A lot of times I feel, and my kids will agree with this and attest to it, that they probably think I take them for granted, that they'll be there. Don't do it. Give your kids the affection and time and appreciation for who they are. Who cares? It's football season right now, and they like the opposing team. Who cares? Just love your kid. Have fun with them. Rib them. Joke around. Tease. Expect it back, though. Take what you can give. Or they may be a thought completely different than your thoughts. It's okay if they're different. It's okay if they don't think the same way as you do. Respect your kid for who they are. Love them no matter what. When you show that intentional time with them and show them how important they are It doesn't matter the differences in thoughts and beliefs. What matters there is that they know that you respect them and that you love them no matter what. And you're willing to have an open conversation with them without getting angry, without judging, with helping them look through the process of understanding why they think what they do. When you are intentional with your kids, you give them that opportunity to grow for themselves. Make them stronger in why they think and feel the way they do. Especially when they get older, when they get in high school, teenage years. Social media, schools, friends become a huge influence on them. Along with they have so much going on in their bodies from changing and adjusting through puberty, that they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out what they want to do in life, who they want to be, where do they want to go, and why. The one person that they should be able to come to is you as their parent. And showing that affection at a younger age through just a simple hug. How are you doing? I care. Let's talk about it. And being open and talk. Look up sources together and talk about it. Oh, that's a very interesting fact that you found or you're talking about. Where did you find that information at? Let's look at it together. Oh, did you see this about this? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm glad we're doing this together. Kids usually do not want to disobey their parents. They want to make them happy and appease them. They're not trying to make you look bad. They're not trying to upset you, irritate you, disagree with you. They're trying to find out who they are. And if they can't find you as their norm, constant, steady, rock, who are they going to go to? And how are you going to shape their minds if they don't feel like they can come to you and talk to you about things, whether you agree or not? So starting young, even when they're older, as teenagers and high schoolers, they still need a hug from their mom and dad, their parents. I shouldn't say mom and dad. Some have mom and moms, and some are dads and dads. Nothing wrong with that. Kids need that love and support every single day. They need to know, I'm here for you. You're important. I cherish you. Because yes, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. None of us are guaranteed the next breath. Unfortunately, yes, I know that's a very sad and somber thought. But it's true, and it's the reality. But taking intentional time with your kids and your family to show them how much they mean to you, that you're not taking them for granted, and you're cherishing them, it speaks volumes to your kids. Because yes, life is too short to let it go. And to argue about something that they don't agree with you on, or you don't agree with them on. Is it really worth it? No, it's not. Even if you and your partner aren't seeing eye to eye right now, like I said earlier, you still gotta show love and respect. And if you can't get along, show love and respect to your kids so they don't feel that they don't matter. Because they do matter. And if you can't get along right now with your partner, make your kids the center of attention. And let them know how important they are to you. Let them know that you love them no matter what. And what's going on between you and your partner is between you and your partner. And be there and be that rock no matter what. Be intentional with your time with your kids and your partner. Love each other, care for each other, and cherish each other dearly. Life is too short to not. Follow Matt and Kimberly's example. Date your kids. Intentional family time to get to learn. Have fun with each other. Be raw and open. Learn to have fun without judging each other, without being critical. Conversations that can be very tense, but yet are fun because you're willing to open and listen. Everyone's willing to talk and hear each other and be a learning experience for everyone, no matter what your stance on the issue is. You can do this. And one way is just loving each other, giving each other hugs every day, saying, I love you, I care about you, I am there for you. And parents, you need to do that to your kids every single day. Give them a hug. They need it. You need it. I also think of times where you go in the store, you don't know why. You see somebody that looks a little down, and you just smile at them. 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen? They're going to smile right back. Or how many times did you go and you're feeling a little down or blue or irritated, and somebody looks at you and they smile? What do? You might think, okay, why are they smiling? But you usually start smirking. You start to think why. You start to think happy thoughts. Or somebody notices you and compliments you. What does that do to you? Your kids need to hear the same thing. Your kids need to feel the same thing. They need to see that love and affection every day from their mom, their dad, their parents. Because that's where their main source needs to come from. And that's where they want it to come from. They don't want it from anywhere else. We're looking from anywhere. If they're looking elsewhere, they're not getting it at home from you, mom and dad, from their parents. Also learn from me. It's a struggle right now for me, and I hate it. I know my daughter, she yells at me at times. I don't fight it. I agree with her. And I have done stuff to correct it and make it better. I'm a long ways away, but I'm a lot better than where I was. And my kids are grateful for that. It's not where they want it, but they know I'm working on it, and I am getting better at it. Be intentional with your kids, and be sure to tell them how grateful you are for them they are in your lives. They need to hear that. And when you do, your relationship, your family bond is going to go stronger and stronger and stronger. The trust and the respect will be there, and the love will be unconditional both ways. So, be intentional with your time with your family. Be intentional with your kids. Hug them every day. Hug your partner. Tell them you love them and how grateful you are for them. Because that cliche, don't blink too fast, your kids will be gone, is so true. My daughter is 24 years old, 25. And I remember when she was born, I brought her home from the hospital. And now she's 25. She's married. She's in graduate school. It's amazing. My boys, twin boys, one's married, just got married. The other one's in the armed services and working. Kids do grow up fast. It goes really, really fast. And on behalf of Kimberly and her family, intentional time cannot be made up. There's no price you can put on it. Intentional time and showing each other love and affection, even through a simple hug or a simple thank you, I love you, you mean a lot to me, goes a long way. Be intentional with your time, with your family, with your kids, with your partner, and it will help you have a honeymoon mindset with kids. Thank you for listening. Keep Kimberly and her family in your prayers, and we'll see you next time on Honeymoon Mindset with Kids.